Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'll be showing you how you can go about making this tote bag. I'll be starting with the base. So I used a circular base for this and I'll be showing you how to do that in this video. If you haven't done so as yet, go ahead and subscribe to my channel, and of course let me know if you have any questions at all in the comments. So we're going to start this project with some chunky t-shirt yarn, as well as a 7mm crochet hook. So go ahead and start by making a magic ring. To make a magic ring, wrap the yarn around your hand like this, and you're just going to go ahead and make an X. So like that. And then we're going to insert our hook in the bottom portion of that, hook it to the working yarn, and then we're going to pull up a loop. Hook it again to the working yarn, and then we're just going to pull it through to make a slip knot there on our magic ring. And then you can just adjust it as necessary. Now that you've done that, go ahead and chain 2. And then we're just going to go ahead and make 7 double crochets inside the magic ring. So to make a double crochet, wrap the yarn over your hook and place it inside the ring. Now hook it to the working yarn and pull up a loop. Hook it again to the working yarn and pull it again through the first 2 loops. Hook it again to the working yarn and pull it through the last 2 loops. So you'll see we have our first double crochet there, and we're just going to do that 6 more times. Ensure that you're keeping the tail of your yarn on the inside of the ring, and then you can just go ahead and make this loop a bit bigger. Now go ahead and grab your tail, and then you're just going to pull on it to tighten. Now once you have it tightened there and there's no space here, go ahead and insert your hook from the back of this stitch. So place it on our hook and pull it through. And this is pretty much going to be our first round. In the next round, we're going to be making 2 double crochets in each stitch, but we're going to do it from inside the stitch. Now to start, go ahead and make 1 chain. And then we're going to insert our hook from the top of the stitch here and pull through a loop. So now we have 2 loops on our hook. Now from this stitch here, we're going to insert our hook to the back of it. So we're going to hook it to our working yarn and pull it through. And now with 3 loops on our hook, we're going to complete the double crochet. So hook it to the working yarn and pull it through the first 2 loops. Hook it again to the working yarn and pull it through the last 2 loops. So that's 1 double crochet, and we should be doing 2 double crochets in each stitch. So we're going to repeat that once more. Top of the stitch, pull through a loop, then we're going to insert our hook to the back of the stitch, pull through another loop, complete the double crochet. And then we're just going to go ahead and do that in each stitch, going all around. And what you can do to mark where the round starts and where it ends is to actually use a stitch marker. And we're going to place it on this stitch right here, which is where we're going to be closing out the round. Right? So let's go ahead and repeat that in the next few stitches. And right now you can also place your tail at the top there so that you can yarn over it. So remember, insert it and pull up a loop. And then it would be behind this stitch where we place our hook. And we're just going to repeat the process. Now before I continue here, you'll notice that there is a bit of a hole in the circle that we're creating. Now what I would like you to do is to use a crochet needle, and we're going to use the tail to pretty much cover up that hole. So the tail is here. You can just go ahead and insert your tail inside the needle. Now once you've inserted it, we're going to go ahead and place it through the hole and just pull it through. And then just go ahead and place it through one of the stitches closest to you. So like right here, just going to pull it through. And then we're just going to repeat that until the hole is closed. Now once you've done that, you can just go ahead and continue to yarn over the tail. So we've done our 2 stitches in all the stitches so far. We're just going to go ahead and continue that for each of the other stitches. And in the last stitch, now that you've done 2 double crochets in each stitch from inside the stitch, we're going to go ahead and close out the round. Now make this loop a bit larger. We're going to remove our marker. And then we're going to insert our hook from the back of the stitch where our marker was just at. Hook or loop to our crochet hook. And just pull the loop through. And this is how it would look after completing our second round. The third round, we're gonna start it like we did the second by making a chain stitch. And after making a chain stitch, we're gonna do 2 double crochets in the first stitch. So that's 1. That's 2. But in the second stitch, we're just going to make 1 double crochet. And you can go ahead and place your marker on the first stitch here so that you'll know where to close out the round. So right now we have 2 double crochets and then 1. In the next stitch, we're going to do 2 double crochets and then 1 double crochet, 2 double crochets and then 1 double crochet. And that's pretty much the pattern that we'll be using for this round. So we're going to be doing 2 double crochets here. 1, 2, and in the stitch beside that we're just going to be doing 1. So just go ahead and repeat that process going all around. And in the last stitch, we're going to do 1. So now go ahead and make this loop bigger. And we're going to close out the round as we did previously. Remove the stitch marker from the first stitch here. Insert your hook from the back and hook the loop to our crochet hook and pull it through. Now in the third round, we're going to start by doing the chain as we've done before. So let's start. So we have 1, 1, and in the next stitch right here, we're going to do 2. So that was 1. 2. See the line here? One, 1, and in the next stitch we're going to do 2. 1, 2. So go ahead and continue that, going all around until we're here. And if you haven't done so as yet, go ahead and place the stitch marker on our first stitch here so that you'll know where to close out the round. So we've gone ahead and completed the pattern going all around, and that pattern is, 1, 1, and then 2 double crochets, 1, 1, and then 2 double crochets. And we're just going to go ahead and complete it in the last 3 stitches here. So it's going to be 1 double crochet, 1 double crochet, and in the last stitch we're going to do 2. Two in this one, so that's 1, and 2. Right, and now we're just going to go ahead and close out the round as we've done previously. So remove the marker from the first stitch, and then we're just going to go ahead and make this loop larger. Insert this from the back, hook it to our crochet hook, and pull it through. And you can use the yarn, the working yarn, to adjust it on your hook too. Now go ahead and chain one. And in the fourth round, the stitch pattern is going to be 2 double crochets in our first stitch, then 1 double crochet, 1 double crochet, 1 double crochet, then 2 double crochets, then 1 1 1, 2 double crochets, 1 1 1. So let's go ahead and start by doing 2 double crochets in this first stitch. So this is our first. And then just place our marker on this stitch here, which is where we'll close out the round. So we have 2 double crochets here, and in the next stitch we're going to do 1. So it's going to be 1 1 1. So 1 double crochet, 1 double crochet, 1 double crochet, and then we're going to do 2 double crochets in the next stitch. And then 1 1 1. So we're just going to go ahead and continue this pattern where we'll have 2 double crochets and then 1 1 1, 2 double crochets and then 1 1 1. So here we're going to do 2 double crochets and then 1 1 1. And if you'll also notice, wherever there are 2 double crochets in one stitch, we'll only be doing 1 double crochet atop it, and where there's a single double crochet, that's usually where we'll do 2 double crochets. So you can just go ahead and complete that until we're here. So this is how it looks after completing the pattern going all around. And you can see here in the last stitch where we had our 2 double crochets here, 1 2, and then 1 2 3 to close out the round. So go ahead and just remove your marker and close out the round as we've done previously. Adjust as you see fit. And in this first stitch here, go ahead and chain 1. And the pattern for this round is going to be 1 2 3 4 and then 2 double crochets, 1 2 3 4 and then 2 double crochets. So let's go ahead and start. So 1 double crochet here, one double crochet here, one double crochet here, and one double crochet here, and in the next stitch we're going to do 2 double crochets. So 1, and in that same stitch we'll have 2. Now if you notice, like the other round where there were 2 double crochets previously, we only did 1 double crochet atop it. And typically where we're going to do our 2 double crochets, there would have only been 1 double crochet from the previous round. So right here you can see where we had 2 double crochets in this stitch from the last round, but we'll be starting with 1 double crochet. So we'll have 1 double crochet, 1 double crochet, and then 1 double crochet, 1 double crochet, 2 double crochets here where there is a single, and then 1 double crochet, 1 double crochet, 1 double crochet, 1 double crochet, and then 2 double crochets. So let's go ahead and do a few more. Okay, so we've done 1, 2, 3 single double crochets here, and in this stitch we should have another single double crochet, but as you'll see here I've run out of yarn. So I'm gonna also go ahead and show you how to add in yarn into your project if you run out of it. So go ahead and take your new yarn, and in the next stitch we're gonna hook or crochet hook to the existing yarn, and then we're gonna push it through the back of this stitch here. Now take your new yarn, you can wrap it around your finger to hold it in place, hook it to your crochet hook and pull up a loop. And now we have our standard 3 loops on the hook. So we're going to take the working yarn from the new yarn, and we're going to yarn over and pull it through the first 2 loops, yarn over and pull it through the last 2. So now you'll see where we have 2 tails remaining, and we're just going to go ahead and yarn over both these tails to hide them. So you can put them forward. So we've done 1, 2, 3, 4 singles, and in the next stitch we're going to go ahead and do 2 double crochet. So now that we've completed our 2 double crochets in this stitch, we're just going to go ahead and continue with the pattern. So it's going to be 1, 1, 1, 1, and then 2, 1, 1, 1, 1, and then 2. 2 in this stitch. So go ahead and complete the pattern going all around, and then once we're here, we can just go ahead and close out the round. So this is how it looks after completing the round. And you can see here in the last set we did our 1, 2, 3, 4 singles of the double crochet, and then in the last stitch we had 2 double crochets in that stitch. So we're just going to go ahead and close out the round as we've done previously. Now I'm actually completed with my base. So this is what I'll be using for the base of this bag. And going forward, we're just going to go ahead and make the upper portion of the bag. So to do that, what you will need to do is to make the double crochets as you've been doing previously. However, you won't be doing it in a stitch pattern like we've been doing before. We're just going to be doing 1 double crochet in each stitch going all around. So no pattern at all for this round. We're just going to do 1 double crochet in each stitch. And you can still, of course, place your crochet marker on the first stitch here. And just go ahead and continue doing your double crochets going all the way around. So continue doing 1 double crochet in each stitch going all around, and I'll see you when we're right here. So we've gone ahead and completed doing 1 double crochet in each stitch going all around, and I'm just going to go ahead and finish the last few stitches. Now go ahead and make this loop larger, and then remove this crochet hook so that we can close out the round. And we're going to do that as we've been doing previously. Now we've pretty much completed the base, and we're on our way in completing the upper portion of the bag. But I'm gonna go ahead and complete that in part 2 of this video, which I'll link in the cards above as well as in the description box below. Thanks again for watching this video, guys. If you have any questions at all, leave that in the comments and I will get right back to you. Remember to give me a thumbs up and hit that notification bell for updates. Bye, guys.